Stop being a bitch, quit your lame ass job, and move to Cambodia. That's what we're talking about in today's video, guys. We're going to be doing a review of a book by a guy called Brayton Howard, YouTuber by the name of No Joke Howard. Just finished reading his book on Kindle. It was a free read. And I know some of you guys out there are interested in either ESL teaching, location independence, just living your life in kind of a maybe either less focused on work or in a less traditional way. And that's pretty much exactly what No Joke Howard is about and what his book was about. So if you're interested in teaching ESL, if you're interested in being a digital nomad, location independence, for your, if you're looking for a place where your money will go a lot further, and even if your business is in the early stages but bringing in some money, maybe not to the point where you could do it full time in the States, but where you could move to a country with a cheaper cost of living and do your own thing full time and just have more time to travel and enjoy life, this may appeal to you. So, sorry guys, I look like a crazy person. My head's all red. My hair's crazy. I went for a run a little bit ago and then got my bike out, was going to ride to the library, see if there's any new books out, and rode all the way over there, and the library doesn't open until 1. So got a little bit of time to kill here. Came home and gave this book a read. Again, this book is free on Amazon Kindle, so if you got an Amazon account, it should be free to read. Otherwise, you can do a free 30-day trial and then just cancel it and read this and other great books for free. No Joke Howard, I actually got turned on to him by a YouTuber by the name of Avi LSD, who's also from Chicago. I think he's living over in Poland or Russia right now, also doing the location independence thing. And he had mentioned in a recent video, he doesn't really make videos much anymore. I think he got tinnitus and it's been like driving him crazy, so he kind of stopped making videos. He used to do like crypto videos and also kind of like dark web, drug kind of videos and things like that. He hasn't been as active lately, but I saw a video by him a couple weeks ago and he was talking about one of the YouTubers he liked, No Joke Howard. Now, No Joke Howard had unfortunately passed away this past summer. He lived in Cambodia for a couple years, moved back to the States, kind of got his shit in order, and then he actually moved down to Mexico City and had been living in Mexico City, traveling through Mexico, making videos. Really interesting guy, and he happened to write this book. I've been meaning to download it and read it, and had a little bit of time to kill, so just did it today. I mean, it was probably like a 45-minute read. I think it was 50 pages. Pretty easy to get through. Now, most of the stuff in this book was stuff that was recapped by his YouTube videos. And if you haven't watched his YouTube videos, I'd suggest checking it out. He's entertaining, he's informative, some stuff that he kind of talks about in his channel, kind of like life and like motivation, personal development type stuff. Very into fitness and a little bit of like MMA. Actually, when he got over to Cambodia, he actually became a professional kickboxer for a short time. I think he had 3 or 4 fights and he wound up breaking his hand. But after, he kind of got sick of ESL teaching and actually started like a boxing club and was teaching kickboxing and doing like CrossFit training over there. So I'm kind of all over the place here, but we'll talk a little bit about his channel and then we'll talk specifically about the book. So his channel, it's really interesting. If you give his channel a watch a couple different videos. I think he's definitely a character who you're either going to love or you're going to hate, right? You're either going to think like this guy's very real and honest and authentic, or you're going to think this guy's like a huge douchebag. But watch a couple different videos, because some videos he comes across as a little bit douchebaggy, or at the very least, you just got to watch a couple to kind of pick up on his sense of humor. And then a lot of other videos, he's like very real, very authentic, just a very nice guy. And he is one of the most real YouTubers out there. I've seen him talk about his travel videos, and he's like, I didn't want to be another one of these fake travel bloggers with like music playing at the beginning and then, hey guys, we're down by the river today checking out the local people. He's like, he didn't want to do that, so he's very real with his channel. And he had some issues, like I guess he was struggling with drug addiction over there. He was kind of struggling trying to find his sexuality. In some of his videos, one of his videos, he talked about how he fucked a lady boy over there for $20 and then was like wrestling with it. He's fucking guys. He had a fiance, so you kind of see him trying to find himself and kind of coming to grips with who he is, but he doesn't hold anything back. Very, very, very kind of real guy. But a lot of great information about traveling to Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, and like I said, pretty much everything in his videos was kind of recapped in this book. This book is basically kind of about how he broke up with his fiance, left his apartment lease, quit his job, dropped his side business, bought a plane. He had $1,500, bought a plane ticket, moved to Cambodia. he gives some travel tips as far as like booking the flight, where you fly into, how to book a guest house or a room or a hostel when you get there. So a lot of like kind of practical things like that. But he also kind of talks about how when he got over to Cambodia about a week in, he was kind of like homesick. Actually wound up booking a flight to come back home. Kind of slept on it for a day and then was like, I'm not going to be a pussy and turn around and go back home and look like a loser to all my friends and family back home. Like, I'm going to stick this out. And he actually wound up making a great life for himself in Cambodia, minus the drug addiction, which I guess that's kind of a big thing. But he seemed to have gotten that all kind of straightened out. But yeah, he was teaching ESL, teaching English for a while. Give some great tips about that, like how to find a school, bring copies of your passport, this, that, and the other. There's a lot of programs out there that sell like ESL courses so that you can be ESL or TEFL or whatever it is certified. He says that's like a huge waste of money. If you go to a school, he said they're going to charge you about $1,500. If you do it online, you can probably get it done for $200 or $300. But he said if you just show up over there and you're an English speaker, a native English speaker, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a job pretty easy. I think he said it was about $10 an hour is what you would make doing that, which may not sound like a lot of money, but you got to keep in mind, like he's talking about eating like full meals for like $1. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, hot, healthy cooked meals, $1 a piece. That's $3. He says you can find like a backpacker hostel for about $7 a day. So pretty much what you're going to make in 1 hour can cover your sleeping and eating for the day, and obviously you're probably going to work 6 or 7 or 8 hours throughout the day. So plenty of money to live comfortably over there. He kind of got sick of the teaching thing, left teaching. One of the things he did over there, he started training Muay Thai and kickboxing, and wound up becoming a trainer and kind of getting his own clients. And one thing that was kind of crazy, he talks about he was making $500 a month, and he said, I feel, he probably didn't feel rich, but he was making $500 a month. He said maybe $1,000 on a good month, but making $500 a month. He said, there's really nothing I want for it. Like, I eat good meals. I guess they got happy pizzas and happy shakes over there, which are like weed shakes and weed pizzas. He said, get you real fucked up. He did ayahuasca over there. Had some kind of interesting experiences and things like that. He talks about some of the different cities that you can live in, how to find an apartment and not get ripped off, how to haggle, what to pack, really like everything that you would need covered. So if you've ever been curious about doing a digital nomad thing or moving to another country, I think his channel would be beneficial to you, as well as this book. Like I said, pretty much everything covered in the book he covers on his YouTube channels in videos. Obviously, you can watch the YouTube videos completely free, and it's a little bit more entertaining because you kind of get his personality, and he kind of tells stories to kind of illustrate these different points he's making. Which one of the things I liked about the book, it was very straightforward. There wasn't a lot of rambling, which is something I admire since I ramble a lot. But it was entertaining. It kind of kept you hooked the whole time. But it was very straight to the point. He wasn't telling stories and talking about his travels. It was, here's what you need to know, with a little bit of his flair to go along with it. So thought it was an interesting book. Thought he's a pretty interesting character. I'll link down below to his YouTube channel, as well as his book. What is it? Stop being a bitch, quit your lame ass job, and move to Cambodia. I'll link to both those things down below. If you guys have followed him on YouTube, or if you've read the book, or if you've traveled or lived in Cambodia and have something else to share, or if you just do the digital nomad thing in general, go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down below. Tell us about it. But one of the reasons I thought this might be interesting, I know there's a lot of people out there who, maybe you're making $500 a month doing gigs on Fiverr. Maybe you're making $600 a month doing the Amazon Associates program. Maybe you have a Shopify store that's bringing in $700 a month. Back here in the States, in most areas of the country, that's not enough money to live on, so you're going to have a full-time job, plus you're going to do this side hustle, and obviously, ultimately, the goal is to probably grow this side hustle to the point where you can leave the day job and do this full-time. But if you're someone who doesn't really feel like scaling it, or maybe you have a business that just isn't going to scale, or maybe you just want to get away and have a different experience for a couple years, one of the cool things about some of these lower cost of living countries is you might not be able to hack it full-time in the States on whatever you're making off your side business or your side hustle, but in Southeast Asia, in Central or South America, maybe even in parts of Mexico, you can get by with your side business. And if you want to live a fuller life of pursuing hobbies, reading, just enjoying coffee and working on your laptop out in the open air, something like that, you're kind of sick of the 9-to-5 grind here in the States, or you just want a couple years of doing something different, this would probably really kind of appeal to you. So that's all I really got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.